Hello students, today I am going to discuss with you the poem Labournum Top. Students, earlier I already have made one video and I also discussed the question and answer. But in this new video, with the help of the extra marks, I am going to discuss this poem for your revision. So, okay students, please listen and try to understand. If you have any kind of query, so you can make a call to me, and you can also discuss that with the help of the WhatsApp and another sources of information. So student, let's start.
The Laburnum Top. Objectives. By the end of this smart learning module, students should be able to understand, interpret, evaluate, and respond to the features of this poem, such as its form, meter, tone, setting, rhyme, rhythm, etc. Understand the usage of onomatopoeia and its impact on poetry. Appreciate and evaluate the poet's outlook towards nature, animals, and birds. In module about the poet, introduction, summary, critical appreciation, glossary. Hughes, popularly known as Ted Hughes, was one of the most well-known literary figures in the 20th century. He served as the Poet Laureate of the United Kingdom from 1984 to 1998. He was also the husband of an equally renowned poet and author, Sylvia Plath.
Okay student, the meaning of the laureate
Laureate.
is a person who is honored with an award for outstanding creative or intellectual achievement.
A bird's nest when the mother of the chicks comes to feed them? How do you reckon the chicks react? Bird's arrival to her nest or the activity of feeding the chicks bring any change to the surroundings of the nest or the surroundings of the tree? Let us see what Ted Hughes observed. The Laburnum Top, lines 1 to 3. It is autumn, and we are being given a picture of a laburnum tree. It is the afternoon, and everything is silent and motionless. The tree has been described as one with yellowing leaves and surrounded by fallen seeds. The beauty of the fall season or the autumn season comes out distinctly in these lines. Lines 4 to 8. This bubble of calmness and silence is burst by the goldfinch who flies in with a twitching chirrup and startles the whole tree. She is the mother bird who has come to feed her young ones. The poet uses similes comparing the bird's movement to that of a lizard to describe the alertness and abrupt movements of the bird.
Students, meaning of abrupt is
Abrupt.
abrupt is sudden and unexpected. अचानक से.
Poet uses onomatopoeia to bring the poem alive. In line 8, words like chitterings and trillings are onomatopoeic words. He has also used the phrase tremor of wings to make the poem three-dimensional by adding movements to it. The tree comes alive with all that is happening in it. Lines 9 to 12. In these lines, the poet has compared the now alive tree to an engine. With the bird's arrival to her nest, the entire tree has transformed into a machine, and the erstwhile silence that surrounded the tree is replaced with noise and activity. The whole tree trembles and thrills. Lines 10 to 15. The tree is the engine of the goldfinch family. The mother bird comes and fuels it by feeding her young ones. The tree comes alive as if an engine has been started. Once she has stoked it full or fueled the engine of the laburnum tree, she runs to the end of the branch from where her barred face is visible to the spectators.
Stoke.
Stoked means aggrandize, amplify, augment, boost, build up, pump up, raise.
And the goldfinch is a yellow bird with a black mark on her face. Thus, she has a barred face and is distinguishable even if the rest of her body gets camouflaged because of the yellow laburnum flowers.
Camouflage.
Thus, she
Camouflage.
Camouflage means कि blend the color or shape of an animal or plant with its natural surroundings to prevent it from being seen by predators.
referred to this as her barred face identity mask, as it makes her recognizable from afar. Then, with a strange yet delicate whistle chirrup, the bird flies away towards the sky. As soon as she flies away, the laburnum tree retreats to its silent and inactive state. Appreciation.
Student, these are the flower of the laburnum top. Okay.
Form and structure. The Laburnum Top is a poem of 15 lines that is rich in imagery. The poet is the narrator who observes the tree and the bird from afar. Hughes successfully gives a vivid pen picture of the tree and the activities that surround it through the usage of poetic devices. The poem has been written in blank verse. This means that each of the lines have a regular meter, but they will not rhyme with each other. Poetic devices. Simile. Simile is a poetic device wherein we directly compare two seemingly incomparable ideas. In this poem, the poet has compared the movements of the goldfinch with that of a lizard.
Here, goldfinch with that of a lizard. Okay. Here simile is used. Okay. Her movement is like lizards. So in this way, two different objects are compared because they have one similar characteristic, that is both are alert like lizards. The goldfinch also very alert. So in this way, it is simile.
A metaphor is used to indirectly compare two unlikely or incomparable ideas or objects. The poet makes use of metaphors when he refers to the tree as the engine of the goldfinch family. He also compares the nest of the goldfinch with her chicks to a machine, as her arrival brings life to the tree.
Okay, students.
Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is a poetic device wherein the poet uses words representing sounds. The laburnum top has many such sound words. For instance, twitching chirrup, chitterings, trillings, whistle chirrup whisperings, etc. These words add sounds to the poem and make it more realistic.
Students, you must know getting it, and because when actually the poet actually use words and for the sounds, then it is called onomatopoeia. Okay, students.
Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is a poetic device wherein the poet uses words representing sounds. The laburnum top has many such sound words. For instance, twitching chirrup, chitterings, trillings, whistle chirrup whisperings, etc. These words add sounds to the poem and make it more realistic.
Okay, students, now I will come to the
Goldfinch.
goldfinch is a bird, a small bright colored bird of the finch family with yellow feathers. Startlement. Another word is
Startlement.
the state of being in sudden shock by observing something unexpected or unusual.
Eerie.
Eerie means strange and frightening.
Subside.
Subside means he lapse into silence or inactivity. Okay, student, with this I conclude this video, and I think you must have learned something more, and you are understanding actually now better than the earlier. And please watch it again and again. You can replay the video if you have any kind of problem, and if it is still not you are not able to understand, so you can make a call to me, and you through WhatsApp you can send a message, and I will try my best to convince you and re-explain this poem. Oh, the poem is very easy. It was the month of the September, the Labournum top a tree, it was was very silent and was very alone. Okay, and no happiness around it. But when actually a bird that is name is goldfinch came and start to make a nest in it, and then lay eggs, and then the baby birds actually hatched. And after the when actually she actually bring food for the birds, for the baby birds, the baby birds start chirping, and it is being compared with a engine, like engine makes a sound. The same way the goldfinch as well as the baby of the goldfinch start chirping, or in this way actually a engine started. That means he like it actually the whole actually tree actually becomes alive. And so in this way I conclude this video, and thank you very much for watching and listening.